Okay, this is have hands open. Starting my tests on the 40 amp dual 40 amp unit. As you can probably tell, these are Arduinos that I've got sitting here. And I'm using this one to check the amperage. It only has one sensor hooked up. The dual pots are 10-turn pots. And the noise you hear in the background is basically because I'm outside. I don't do HHO inside the house. Now this one, this is the temperature. Let me get this pointer. This is the temperature of the unit. Temperature of the unit, temperature outside, total amperage, amperage of each unit. I'm not running them up to full power. That's my Arduini, another Arduini, and another Arduini. That's an Arduino under there with a what they call a shield hooked to it. Now both of these are running the same. There's a temperature sensor underneath there. There's a temperature sensor underneath the card. This and this coil of stuff going up into it, it's checking my temperature of my water basically, which is pretty much staying cold. Oh, this number over here will change because that's the minutes been running since I turned it on. And I just turned it on, so it's only 2. This is an outside temperature sensor, or a temperature sensor right here for this circuit card. That's what they look like. Oh, and I've got one of those pots is adjusted so that this reads 0. I don't have a second sensor hooked up, so I got it zeroed out. Here's the main unit right here. I'll turn it over later. You can see the wires coming out for the everything, and I've got it standing off the table. The big heat sinks that are on it, and that's about it. Oh, and the power unit that you see sitting there with have hands open written on it puts out only 100 amps. If I had this one, the 6th one, I'd get 120 amps, but this one only puts out 100 amps at 13.8, which is car voltage. Now, 13.78 is coming out of it. This is hooked to this shunt. And that shunt, this is reading voltage here. So, you take, basically you have to half this one. This is 27.4. So you would half that. That's how much amperage is going into the whole unit. Okay? So, the shunt over there is a 50 amp, 100 millivolts. So if you got 27 millivolts, half it, you got my amperage coming in. And here's my amperage to the unit. These are the two current sensors. That's what they actually read. This is them added together. I haven't gotten them stable yet. They're supposed to be putting out the same amount, but I haven't gotten them stabilized. And over here you'll see just the current going to the unit. If I adjust the pots, now these are for getting these pots adjusted to the same value. These are trim pots, that's all they are. And then you got the main pots. So that's the whole unit right now. This will be on the dash. Then there'll be a control unit controlling the digital pots inside the this is a dual digital pot. These are single digital pots right here. I'm going to be using a dual digital pot controlled by an Arduino, which is reading the current of each one and adjusting it properly. That's the computer I was talking about, by computer programmed. Okay, that's enough for now. I will give you the complete layout of the unit later. Right now it's just in testing mode. I don't have it fully cranked up or anything. I'm working on that. Anyway, that's all for now. This is hands, have hands open, shutting down for a little bit, or turning off the video, that is.